So let's get right on the tutorial. So we're going to start off with an observer 2 blocks away from the wall. And then, this is why I find it pretty easy to do. You can just make a long path like this, and you're going to want to have 9 observers. And you're going to have them spaced 1 block apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And go ahead and break this down. Now once you have this, you're going to want to get down here, and you're going to go slime, piston, slime, sticky piston, slime. You're going to want to repeat that pattern all the way down here. Now once you get down here, all your observers should be pointing into slime blocks. And once you get that, you can go down here and place a sticky piston, slime, and observer, another piston, place 1 more slime, observer, piston. I'll come out and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, observer, piston, then block, observer, piston, block, terracotta, observer, piston, come out 1 more block, and then you have your slime. Now from here, you can start on this part, and you're going to have observers, and you're going to place them 2 blocks apart, so every 3 blocks. So you're going to place down these all the way, and you don't really need to place one here, so I won't place someone there. Then you're going to have piston, and then slime piston, slime piston, slime piston. So basically all that part is just the extender, so that way it has enough time for the TNT to get shoot out, so that way when it hits the wall it explodes. Next part, we're going to have a piston like so. We're going to have a block of slime, an observer, piston, observer, piston, piston. You're going to come out and you're going to go like this with the pistons in a diagonal. And you can, like so, put the slime in this orientation. Excuse me, I messed that up right there. And then we're going to have an observer on the bottom and observer on the top. Next you're going to have, now this machine does require 3 ancient debris. It doesn't require this if it was like a perfect netherrack wall, but with the stuff it sometimes runs into, you're going to need this to stop this part from exploding. Next you're going to have your redstone block. You're going to come back here, and you're going to want to place a dispenser right there. Then, coming off of this piston, you're going to want a slime block, like so, and then some terracotta. Now from this part, you're going to want to have off of this, you're going to want a regular block, a slime block, a fence gate, and an observer. And sorry, this piston actually goes right there. There you go. Now from here, oh, that's why it was messed up. Here, let's fix that. This was 1 too many blocks ahead. I was confused for a second. Now you're going to want to have 1 honey block. Now this can be a terracotta block, and you don't need any honey for the machine, but in order for a modification, which I will show later, you're going to want a honey block here. So after this, you're going to want to check, make sure everything has the observer, because this retraction circuit makes sure the TNT doesn't blow up the machine. So you're going to have all this, make sure it's all connected and good. And then once you have this, you can go ahead and load your TNT in the dispenser and cross your fingers, activate the trapdoor, TNT should pop up, you should see all your pistons retracting, should fire and blow up like so. So this machine fires 1 TNT every 3 blocks. Here is a little chart that shows different ways TNT explodes. A regular tunnel borer fires it every single block, and this is sort of inefficient for the Nether. Some machines fire it once every other block, and this is also more efficient than this, but still not that good for the Nether. And this is what my tunnel borer does. It's pretty good for a tunnel borer, and then world eaters in the Nether often use this pattern because they can explode from the top, so they get a wider range. So now I'm going to show some modifications you can do. First thing is, if you want to fire TNT like this, you can just remove that bottom observer, and that'll make it so it fires TNT more often, which can help if you don't want to clear, if you want to have to do less maintenance on it, because sometimes you have to clear a lot of blackstone with this version because it won't explode enough. The next option you can do is to make it automatic with an observer right here. Now this I don't recommend because in the Nether there's plenty of lava and gravel and blackstone and different things, and you don't want to run into that. So I wouldn't suggest putting on this because this will make it so that it'll just keep on going and crash into itself and blow up. But I will showcase it real quick. You can tell it every time it pushes itself forward, it just starts again. And so the way this thing works is the dispenser gets pushed on the redstone block, and the slime comes behind it, fires it, and this piece, every time it moves forward, it'll move forward additional blocks. It won't just move forward one time. So that's why it gives it a break. And I hope this is helpful to you guys if you want to use this to find some ancient debris in your world. You do have to make sure that you clear certain things. Like if there was some nether quartz ore right here, you have to clear that. Or if there was a patch of blackstone, you want to clear that too. But other than that, this machine should be pretty good. Also lava, you want to clear that. So other than that, I think this video is finished. I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, there's my debris.